I want to introduce you to one of the most important concepts for caregivers, and that is the concept of building a caregiver team. And a lot of us take on that responsibility and take on more than we can handle, really because we've not taken the time to diversify that group and to develop relationships and connections and responsibilities and delegate and all of that enables us as caregivers to be part of a larger team, not carrying all of the workload ourselves. The reason that's really important is because caregivers are carrying a tremendous load themselves, and there's a tendency to get sick and broken down in our immune systems, and that's not going to help the patient at all. It doesn't help us. And the way we get around that is to start thinking in terms of building a team. So the form you see right here is an exercise in doing exactly that. And the reason you're going to want to do this and put it all down in one spot is because as we pass off our workload to other people, we want them to have the same connections that we have. We also want to invite the other people that are part of the team to diversify what they're doing. So we get a much more robust team and a lot more help, and a lot of different perspectives are involved in this whole equation. So let's jump over to the funneling process. All right, we just call this the constellation of opportunity. It's kind of a fancy name for just having a list of a wide range of people who might be included in your caregiving team. Now, my suggestion is that you have multiple people fill this out. In other words, let's say you have 3 kids and they're taking care of their dad or their mom. You're going to want input from everybody, because someone may know a massage therapist who you never even thought of that may be just the ticket for the patient. So really all you're going to do is go down your laundry list here, your profiling of who might be available to help and be part of your team. You obviously have all your doctors and all the specialists, but some of us never really think in terms of the nurses. Well, some of those nurses like to stay in touch and they get attached to you, and they have a completely different perspective than the doctors on occasion. So it's good to listen to those people. Diversify out the people in the family that you're talking to and including in this whole thing. Look at wellness coaches, or look at people that are nutritionists, co-workers you may have. Then there's a whole laundry list of people that come through work. And there's things called EAP programs, employee assistance programs, where you have behavioral health experts available to everybody pretty much 24/7 and at no cost. And those folks can be incredibly helpful, but they get very low utilization. In other words, people don't even know they're there, so they never call. So if your benefits or your insurance comes through your employer, take a look at the resources again that are available to you through the insurance carrier, through your HR office, or anybody there that might be able to help orient you. On this list, there's somebody who jumps out at me that's really critical that you have on your team, and that is the pharmacist. You know, frequently we talk about how there's very little coordination between doctors, and you can have 5 different doctors or more. There are several patients who have at least that many, and they're getting prescriptions from that many doctors, and these doctors aren't coordinating. The person who's actually coordinating a lot of this or seeing a lot of the pass-through is a pharmacist, because most of us don't go to multiple pharmacies to go get stuff. So the pharmacist is going to know interactions as well. They're going to know what you're taking and what mixes with what. And so that's something to think about in terms of trying to get a great relationship with a pharmacist on your team. So ultimately, what you're going to do is make this list, and it's an ongoing list, and you're going to use it to start contacting people, and you're going to actually ask them to be part of your team. And once you get those people on your team and they say yes, then it flows from this page, the constellation of opportunity, over to the first page that I showed you, which is your high-performance caregiver team builder. So now we've just oriented ourselves to building a team, to diversifying our workload, and to actually pacing ourselves and optimizing to the best of our ability the circumstance we're in. That's what this thing is all about.